Have you ever read a book that you felt was incredible, and so you tell everybody about it and recommend that they read it? We've all done it, and sometimes we get great feedback, and other times we get a raised eyebrow. Well, in my experience, I have found that when I read a book that inspires me to tell everybody else to read it, what I'm really saying to them is that I should read it again. You see, what happens is that the book speaks directly to me and inspires me, and I want to share its contents with others, so I recommend it. This all seems quite natural and logical, but what is really going on is that the inspiration within me that I think is supposed to be used to share with others is really telling me that the book has more to give me, and that if I read it again, I will get more from it. The inspiration is telling me that my relationship with the book is not yet over. So these days, when I feel inspired by a book, I reread it after a short break, and then a few months later, I reread it again, and possibly even again. Now, I'm not saying that we should limit ourselves to only a few books for life. We should definitely read as many books as we can. But those few that inspire us to the degree that we want to shout about them from the rooftops, those books we should read again and again until we have gathered all the gold within them. I will pop the names of some of the books I like to reread in the comments below, but one particular book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz was a great read for me, and for this particular book I read each chapter every day for 14 days before moving on to the next chapter. It was a great way to fully understand each chapter before moving on to build up further knowledge. The book contains about 15 chapters, so it took around about 6 months to read in total, but it was well worth it, and I have since reread it a few more times from beginning to end, without repeating the chapters. Dr. Maltz was a plastic surgeon who noticed that sometimes cosmetic surgery didn't bring patients the relief that they wanted when a physical feature was altered. This led him to discover that we each have an internal self-image that guides our actions and ultimately our life experiences. It really is a wonderful book about how to understand our own self-image and to work with it to create an image that we are proud to express and experience. In his book, Dr. Maltz speaks about a success mechanism that is contained within each of us and how it ensures that we are always successful in everything that we do. He also explains that when we create a self-image that is aligned with our desires and what we want to achieve, our success mechanism will move heaven and earth to cause those desires to materialize. Equally, a self-image that is focused on failure will cause us to be successful in achieving failure. We are always successful in accordance with the self-image we create for ourselves. I will drop a link for Psycho-Cybernetics in the comments below, but please also feel free to share any books that have inspired you.